When you hear the word car, what is the first thing that pops up in your brain? Is it a Honda? Is it a Toyota? Is it a Mercedes? Or when the question goes, what do you think about cars? What is your first thought? Is it an object that gets you to your desired destination? Well, all of the above is true, obviously. For some people, cars are this method of transportation from point A to point B. But for some of us, it's more than that. Hello, everybody. My name is Francisco. I am a petrol head, and right now I'd like to share and appreciate the presence and the involvement of cars throughout the time, and maybe answer some of the questions that non-petrol head may wonder. So, what is exactly a petrol head? Well, a petrol head is someone who is excessively interested or devoted to traveling by a car. We can develop this emotion or relationship with this quote unquote transportation. This may seem as absurd or crazy for some people, as cars don't have their feelings or conscience, and yet we get this happiness every time we use it. We get this thrill of joy that the others may not be able to see or experience, and that is what differentiates us from the rest. So, why cars? Well, first, to us, they mean freedom. It's the first sense of freedom that we ever really get. It's the first time that you can just go anywhere the moment you earn your driver's license. It's the first time that you have the opportunity to just get inside your car and go anywhere you want. And also, the sense of freedom where you can go to places that you've never seen before or been before. Therefore, cars is our escape from reality. It's our happy place. Moving on, what do you gain from it? First and foremost, it's the history and knowledge. Us petrol heads love the history behind our cars, how it has evolved throughout the time. And just like our partners, we get to know them deeper. This may be their components, their tire compound, or their materials. Then you turn on the engine. What makes us petrol heads is the fact that we enjoy the process from getting A to B. The feeling of twisting your steering wheel or hitting the gas pedal. It's what makes it very invaluable to us. Not forget to mention the experience of driving it. And then pride. Car can be a symbol or a memory in your life. It can be the achievement of your first car or an achievement of buying your dream car. Last but not least is expanding your connection. Typically cars have their own community, whether it's a supercar or an Avanza club only. The community allows you to connect with people with the same interest. There's a unified bond in the car community, a connection that car enthusiasts has with one another. It brings people together. People that may not ordinarily be together, whether you're an IT guy or a chemist. It's a common ground for which we have to connect with, but it's also a building ground for new relationships. Well, who knows? Your best friend might be coming from your local car community. So, where does the emotion or pleasure comes from? First, let's talk about the looks. Cars can also be a form of art. It has amazing sculptures that make your jaws drop. Take a look of this car. Every car is designed with different philosophies. It's amazing how you can fall in love with just the look of a car. It sends you dopamine running through your veins. And then the speed and thrill. I am fortunate enough to have experienced some fast cars. For those of you who haven't experienced or get the chance to drive one, to describe it in one word, it would be addicting. And then cars are also a form of self-expression. It reflects your identity. It's an extension of your personality. There are people who choose muscle cars, Japanese cars, show cars, all different forms of cars and function that allows people to express their desires differently. Now, let's talk about the future. Cars are getting more technologically advanced. These constant changes brought ups and downs, whether it's a cooler and heater for your cup holder or the ability to drive and park itself. However, on the downside, their food is also changing. It's sad to say that in the near future, the term petrol head will be gone forever. It's gonna be embedded in the history. Cars are going electric and automated, and us petrol heads are some of the small pool of population that are against it. However, again, this is inevitable. As the fuel are getting more scarce every single day, there isn't just enough to be extracted. Although truth be told, electric cars are way safer for the environment. Carbon emissions are getting lower and lower, and the climate is healing in a sense. And yes, it may be that electric cars are faster than petrol cars, but it won't give you the same feeling or pleasure from the mechanical movement or the noise that a petrol car is able to produce. And so this is the part where us petrol heads gets punched to the ground. Nonetheless, let's not get sad, but instead appreciate it. Be thankful as you get to experience cars with petrol. All of those noises that it made, and those moments where it broke down and the fixing cost went through the roof. And most importantly, all of those heritage and motorsports. Yes, including the 2000s Screaming Vita and Formula One. Von Gittin Jr.'s roaring V8 RTR Mustang on Formula Drift. The legendary inline 5 Audi S1 Quattro in the Group B Rally. All of this will undoubtedly go down as one of the finest examples of engineering by a human. That is it for my TED Talk today. My name is Francisco and I'm signing out. Thank you for listening.